on multiplayer. Come and join in. The game name is open. It's called Rural Farms, as you can see spelled up the top there. RURAL Farms with a capital R and a capital F. Rural Farms. Come and join. Come and join in. Have a look around. The map's only a third way through, but I've opened it for multiplayer. You're all welcome to drop in, and I'm not asking you for help on the farm. What I'll do, I've got a water trailer on at the moment, and I'm just going to run this back. We're going past the front end of my farm, and I've got to run this over to the sheep farm. So there's 3 farms on here at the moment. There will be a 4th soon. There'll be a farm for bulls, for cattle, meat. So we're just going to scoot down here at the moment. We're going to get this water trailer over to the sheep. This is the sheep tractor. Does the grass work okay. Handles the mower, handles the swath, and yeah, does the job. Not the best tractor, but certainly not the worst. And we're just shooting down the outside at the moment. Rural Farms, it's the name of it, and it's very rural. I don't know what more to say about it. It's Rural Farms, and it's been a good build, far from finished. But I'd love to see some other heads in here. That'd be pretty cool. It's a lovely map. It's realistic. There's a fair bit of water on here. And we're at the sheep farm now. I'll have a look at the PDA in just a moment. Just want to get this water trailer in. The sheep are a little bit thirsty. So this is the sheep farm. Front. All the bales spawn on the left, just down there. And little style tractor handles this machinery here fairly well, under an awning. It's got a big, massive wraparound field. We'll have a look at the overhead. This is the sheep farm, the feed trough there. There's 20 head in there at the moment. They've just been shorn. Nice big high fences. Water troughs here. So big shearing shed out the back there. A bit of a barn for them. We're just going to fill this up. I'll turn that off now. We'll take the overhead view. So this is where we came in, this side track down here. We crossed over this bridge. It's a main road that leads back into town. And we chucked the lefty, came up here. All a flowing waterbed, flowing river through here. So we came up and in we went into the sheep farm. Now this has got a wraparound field on it. It's a grass field, of course. Sheep only eat grass, so there's a wraparound field here, and it's a pretty decent sheep pen. It says it holds 450, but I'd hate to see 450 sheep in there. They'd be starving. No matter how much you fed them, they'd be starving. So the house is here. It's got Kitty's play set there, and it's got a pool, outdoor area and a barbecue. kickback swing set. Nice house. It's got shelter and everything. Got a silo. And a few odds and ends sort of laying about, as you see on the farms. So we're 6 o'clock at night at the moment. So it's all fully landscaped, this house. It's ready to be moved into. You've got your own pool. So now this should be filled up. Not even. Alright. We'll go and have a look at the pig farm. Slow the speed down a little bit. Kick along at 45 here. And we've got the service station. It's the rural service station, the garrison, from Elm Creek obviously. So we went straight down there to get to the sheep farm. We'll just go up and see the pig farm now. There's some open pasture through here. Plenty of room to build. That's my farm in there. We'll have a look at that in a moment as well. So that's a pig farm up on the hill. Undulating property. Corn and sunflower get grown out here. We've got pigs. Let's go up the driveway now. So up we go, climb up the hill. So here we are, we got the pigs on the left. Always eating as usual, as pigs do. There's a combine up here for the corn and sunflower. This is for corn and sunflower. It's also a sales point for import-exports. So truck comes in and picks up a container, leaves the empty one, or drops off an empty one, picks up a full one, vice versa. So this home's fully landscaped as well. It's got all the odds and ends on it. Got the combine parked under a sheltered roof there, and the pigs over here. It's all landscaped. Nothing special, just a standard rural property. The land goes way back here to this fence line. So it's quite a large property, a lot of room around the back. It's also an access gate to the front of the paddock here, which hasn't been used for anything yet, but there is a gate to get through where you can put some more fields out here. We head down the front of the property. It's a pretty decent field. This will be the corn field. Had wheat on there before. All the bales are left behind, so just to give it a lived-in look, you know. Missed a little bit of wheat there, the combine. And this is sunflowers on this side, which they're growing fairly well. It is becoming nightfall, but this is quite undulating, so it's quite challenging for the vehicles. We'll go and have a bit of a sticky beak. Whoop. Go and have a sticky beak now at the chicken farm. It's also a sales point on rural farms. This is farm number 2. So the main farm obviously is my farm. That's farm number 1. So we'll go and have a look at farm 3, and that's the chicken farm. There's nothing up that way at the moment, but there is an access road that leads up there. I will try not to crash. That's my farm down to the right. We'll have a look at that on the way back. So there's the front of the property there, farm 2. It's vacant. Nobody there, ready to be worked. Got a good neighbour just here, which is me. So all the properties are fenced in. And here we are down at the chicken farm. Access road on the left here. Got your own bridge. This is the start of the river. All the water runs down. You look along the fence line here. Good on you, tree. You see the river flowing from the top of the hill there, from the pig farm. Runs down here. And this river runs all the way through, runs all the way to the sheep farm where we just were, which is way up over yonder. It's got its own house. Couple of barns, couple of the old machinery laying around. It's got a vineyard here as well, if anyone wants to do vines. Just scoot around here. All it's got, it's all its own machinery here. Got the feed, got a feed trailer, got a grain trailer. A little bit of a swampy area there. Got its own combine, so big wheat field just there on the left. And this also buys eggs here, so it's a chicken farm, poultry farm. They buy eggs and they buy wheat, they buy barley, so chicken feed and chickens and eggs all get bought here. They've got a dog, he's a friendly fella. So this leads out to, I'm not going to drive on their field, but yeah, there's a combine park down the back. It's all fenced in, ready to roll. And chickens here, there's already a few chickens. Yeah, book, 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 book. Said me to the police officer, book me, book me, book me. There's a few chooks in there. So this is the farm. This is the entry over the bridge. And you got the house here. Pretty modern house. You got the old barn and the vineyard. If you want to do vines, vineyards, whatever. Swampy area. You got the combine. And you got a nice big field here. And you also got a sales point right there. Some storage area. Little office hut. Silo. And you got chickens, a real big chicken yard here. Plenty of eggs. And a house. So you can also go this way to get to the sheep farm. It is getting night time, so you can see the river runs right the way through. Runs all the way to the other side of the starting square, so it's a pretty long river. And, this is the wide bridge. See, the river runs all the way. Starts off coming down the hill there, runs all the way to the other side of the map. And we're back at the sheep farm. So I am going to turn around. I'm going to head back to my farm. It's night time now. The wolves are out. So we're waiting on this grass field here to grow. I'll head back to my farm. I think we'll go in the back gate. Oh dear, oh dear. Got a bit wild there for a moment. Nice wooden bridge. Very rural. It's got a real rustic feel about it. And here's the back of my property. And the chicken farm's just to the left there. Close my gates. That's the chicken farm over there. lights are on. I've already harvested my fields. All the work's done. And we just finished this morning doing that little field here on my left. And the grass is ready tomorrow. So I do cattle here. I do dairy. I've got some bulls, but I want to do a farm that has bulls. So it's a nice big pen, this one. It's the biggest one in the game. It's got the biggest pasture on it. More realistic. And you can hear the woof in the background there. So we've got another pasture just here, just before it gets too dark. But this is the cattle breeding area, just there. So, because they're not breeding, I've put them all in. I've got one bull. He's in with the girls there, but they're not ready to breed yet. We've got the barn there. The bale shed. There's my house on the right. We've got horses up over here. Got 3 horses on this farm. And a couple of chooks down on the other side. So, pretty cool. There's all my sheds in there, all the working area. And I'm just going to park up. Oh, I've got to get that tractor out of here. Let's quickly do that before the night falls. I have no idea what's just happened then. Anyway, we're going to put this back in the shed. I'm not sure why it was parked there. I think I was in a rush. And I just stuck it under my car warning. Which means I couldn't park my car in there. You've got a wash bay down here as well. I don't have a sales point on my farm, but I do have a wash bay. And I've got a mechanical garage on here as well, so you're welcome to use it. Just have the John Deere there. We run across to the house here, close the gate behind us. Alright, close this gate. And we'll just back up. Straight line. Should be under the awning any moment. There we are, we're under the awning. Yeah, so that's pretty much rural farms at the moment. I'm just coming up the back of my house, going in through the back door. And watching the sunset. Very, very nice. So the map's open. You're welcome to come and play. You can see the lights up on the hill up there. That's the pig farm. If I run down to the horses here, you should be able to see the chicken farm from it, or probably from the cattle. We'll just quickly run through here. I like to leave a lot of bush around. Those lights you can see down there, that's the chicken farm. Chicken farm's there. There is up on the hill, corn and sunflowers, chicken farm. And that's the sheep farm, that light you can see there. So all close vicinity. Everyone helps each other out. Good little place to settle down and take care of some stock, grow some grain, make some money. If you ever run short, someone on the other farms are always here to help. That's what it's about. It's a community. So here we are. We're going to go to sleep for the night, and I'll catch you guys later. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. The game name is Rural Farms with a capital R and a capital F. More than welcome to come and join. We'll just do one more little flyover. Here's the my farmhouse. Here's my shed. I've got my seeder and cultivator in there. I've got my combine in there. There's the shop and the service station just over there. I've got all my grass gear in here. Make my own seed and lime and fertiliser, so I can share that around. Do them up in big bags. And run down the side of my property. I've got the horses here. Got a nice little moat there. Got the bales. Hay shed. There's the breeding pen there. It's growing back finally. And we've got some chooks just here, just on the other side. We've got our chickens. They're giving us a couple of eggs, nothing special. We've got our dairy cattle here. Our milk vats. I've only got three, well I've got 4 pastures here, four fields, but they're not very big, as you can see. I didn't want to spend forever working my farm into the ground. My grass is ready, so I'll be cutting that today. I've just got a bit of storage over here on a side gate. And this is the farm up the hill, so yeah, I've got a nice little seating area here, barbecue, some timber, a couple of seats. You can even have a fish in there. It's got some fish floating around in there. And this is corn and sunflower. Looks good with the yellow flowers on the hill. Finally they've come out. This farm up here is waiting for someone to come and grab it. It's got its own combine and pigs, so that's why sunflower and corn get done up here, so feed the pigs. Nicely detailed, it's all ready to be moved in. Got a sales point, a class tractor and a crop trailer. Got a silo and a shed. Tucked down the hill. We've got me as a neighbour down here, so nice and close. And the yellow hill there, the sunflower hill. That's what I wanted to see. So this is the road, the secondary road. The main road's over the other side of my farm, over that way. So as you can see, the river gets collected from all this runoff coming down here. Every time it rains, it runs off down here. It's just the way the water is. Runs down here, banks up. River flows through. Another bridge going over. Yeah, river keeps flowing. Goes right the way through. It's quite nice and scenic to drive through it. Ends up here in the starting tile, which you all know about. This is where I'm going to put the bulls. It's going to be a bull farm. So yeah, no dairy, just bulls. This is where you come and buy bulls, sell bulls, all that sort of thing. And then this is the road we first went on when I opened up the stream. Down to the sheep farm, wraps around here, goes into the sheep farm. Looks a bit better in the day, you can actually see. The grass field wraps around. We've got the pool. House is all spruced up a little bit. Got a big backyard. Pretty easy sort of job to work this one. Got its own equipment. Where's that Sky tractor? Oh, it's down here with the water. That's right. It's probably still filling up. These things take forever to fill up. Yeah, so you come back out here, cross over this bridge. There's the back gate of my property. Just in there. And you turn up here, go across this bridge. And we've got the chook farm. Chook Farm's got a decent wheat field, and got its own combine up here. Got its own tractor and multi-trailer, so these bins you can drop off. And you can pick these bins up as well. They're spawning eggs on them. It's an auto loader, so I don't know where the eggs are gone. They've just spawned a pallet on it. It might be a little bit close actually, but so yeah, so it's going pretty well so far. Rural Farms. Come and check it out. Join in if you wish. Alright, that's the end of the stream. Enjoy. Got your neighbour up there, your neighbour over there, and got the sheep just over that way. Alright, I hope to see you soon.